Alrighty, guys! It's finally time! That's right! It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, I shall tell you all the meeting place. At the central island of Jabberwock Island, there is a mountain with my adorable face carved into it. That, my friends, is Monokuma Rock. Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance. I'll see you soon!
Wait, what?
The underground? Isn't that like a subway?
The underground?
The underground. It's a subway, isn't it?
What?
Isn't the subway called the underground?
No.
In London?
No, I don't fucking know.
They call it the London Underground, don't they?
Welcome to the best intro you've ever seen in your entire life, people. This is...
Oh, we keep getting...
The car alarm.
Yeah. Okay, and now that that's done, hello everybody, this is Chris the Master 4. Welcome back to Let's Play DanganRonpa 2. Goodbye, despair.
No, I thought it was the DanganRonpa name.
No, that was the one episode. It doesn't. It's like there's no continuity flow. Comedic flow. So who are you?
I'm Nagito.
Yeah, you are. What did we do last time? We actually finished the investigation that took 5 days for some reason.
Yep.
Or 5 days for you guys. Anyway, a mountain with a carving of Monokuma's face at the central island. But like, how is it? If it's underground, how are they doing the executions though? Like, is it all just? Does he just have the trial set up underground in the mountains?
I think the courtroom is underground. Because if you remember, didn't you take an elevator down from the first game anyway? They gotta have that elevator sequence. It builds tension.
You sure about that?
Yes. They gotta have that.
Well, it's nighttime anyway.
How did you teleport from there to there?
There to there.
That's in there, I think. There's his face.
Oh, that's what
It's
Monokuma Rock is.
The frick, who replaced the presidents with Monokuma's heads?
Obviously, Monokuma did.
Is this what the Japanese think of us when they see Mount Rushmore?
Where's... Oh, I was about to say where's everyone else.
Are you kidding me?
What the heck is that mountain? When did that get there?
You clearly haven't seen that since the beginning, as we didn't mention that. Never mind that. How did they even make a mountain shaped like Monokuma? It was
A
there
lot
since
of
the
carving.
beginning.
That story might be true. That story might be true after all. There might be an enormous organization involved in all this.
You mean what Byakuya said before, right?
You are right.
Byakuya, we still needed his knowledge.
Still can't believe he's dead.
Are you a turkey?
What happened to Gundam and Fuyuhiko?
They went and made out.
Now that you mention it, it appears they aren't here yet.
I got it!
Now I know. They probably ran away.
To go make out.
God, every single fucking voice that I had to do at the same time. Oh, hell nah! With the head waving too.
That's what I was picturing.
Monokuma is the sassiest black woman you've ever known.
You gotta put that in the video, like a thing.
There's no way I'd let them escape, you know.
I'll show you the thing I mean later.
Look, I'll drag this one back over here.
Why are you doing the hentai voice?
It wasn't the hentai voice! My voice just gave out for a second.
Hey, it's this little gangster.
Gangster.
I'm telling you, let me go.
Hey!
Hey now, if you keep acting violent, I might just eat you up.
Like bears do!
Like bears do to people all the time.
Yeah. Hey, Fuyuhiko, what were you doing all this time?
Huh? Nothing.
Your mom!
On the island, secluded from civilization.
Yes.
Filled with children.
Yes. Wait, why is there a mom filled with children?
Exactly. exactly my point. Nothing. I wasn't really doing anything. I was just chilling in my room when I suddenly heard that fat bastard got killed. Who the fuck cares about that anyway? You. How could you say something so irresponsible? Who
Do you understand?
You would need it when you.
Well, okay. Should probably also check the lights to see if that goes out, because if once that does, then our commentary is gone.
It's still on.
Okay.
We've been doing our best to investigate this murder, even though we don't want to, just to survive.
Wait!
My hero, that's enough. It's here for you, Hiko.
I think you keep
Making it more emphasized every time. It's like,
That's enough.
dumbass.
You're totally messing with my vibes, man.
And I guess we're waiting for Gundam.
What happened?
I am right here.
Now then, let us begin.
Remember this well. A main character arrives when he intends to.
Are you a main character?
I mean, by this point, everyone's a main character.
Except Byakuya. It seems you noticed it too.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Every episode he's gonna get, or every session he's gonna get more and more druggy. If I did, then I'm right.
Oh, it's clear.
Well now.
I know.
No, why'd you go?
Because it sounded like.
Alright, now that everyone's all together, let's take the secret entrance to the trial field. Wait a second there, buddy.
Why are you wearing a diaper?
You just now noticed that she's been wearing a diaper?
Kinda forgot.
That was the first thing that happened when she was transformed.
I forgot. Anyway,
My, mon ami. Just what are you doing here? Nobody asked for you. What? You actually want to join in?
You masochist.
You want to taste how powerless you are at the class trial? You're an even bigger masochist than I thought.
Special bleeding
Oh, well.
service.
I'm a big brother who dotes on his little sister. I shall allow you special participation.
See ya later.
Wow.
I'll go ahead and wait for you guys, so hurry over.
That's exactly what she was there for.
he told us to come, but how do we get there?
You know, for someone being the ultimate pervert, you'd think that he would make a joke.
Yep. I don't see any doors or vehicles.
What's going on?
You You mentioned something about a secret entrance. What was it?
Secret entrance.
It's his mouth, I'm gonna guess.
Probably.
That's the only thing you can click on.
Yeah. I could
Or
talk
it's through Pecco.
You want me to talk to everyone before
Do
we get
you
in there?
want to talk to everyone?
I don't really.
Then don't.
But I want to hear what people have to say. But let's just go to the trial anyway.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's something shaking. This is dangerous, everyone! Please get down!
No, it's not.
Ah!
That's conveniently.
Something came out!
Yes, something did come out.
Could it be? Is he telling us to enter it?
What?
Such a suspicious aura. Even Crimson Steel Elephant Magazi is trembling with fear.
Which one is that again?
One of them.
Oh, that's so totally suspicious.
Hey!
Forgive me. Seriously, just forgive me already. So why don't we just stop here? I mean, none of this is real anyway. Not even remotely.
No way!
There's no way. There's just no way we'll find the killer.
Stupid.
Complaining won't get us anywhere. If you're really a man, then man up for God's sake. We come this far, we have no choice but to keep moving forward.
God damn it, Disney.
God damn it, Meet the Robinsons.
That's Disney.
Yeah, oh. It was Disney. You're right. There's nowhere for us to run.
Disney's everywhere.
Disney is everywhere. We need to do it.
If that's everyone's decision, I guess I'll just follow you guys.
Yep.
If this were a video game, it'd have to be a very high difficulty level. Let's do our best to clear the game.
Right now, we're beating the game tonight.
What?
We're beating the game
Kind
tonight.
of level would this be if it's a high difficulty?
Oh, don't worry, it's
Early in the game.
Don't worry, it's one of those games where the difficulty spikes and then lowers back down after
So
the
the other
boss.
game I was playing?
No, the difficulty spikes during the boss, but only during the boss, and then just becomes normal for the rest of the game.
I mean, that's pretty much the game I was playing. I've had like several really difficult levels. Anyway.
Shaking with fear and nervousness, I hesitantly lifted my feet and stepped into the escalator.
Into the escalator.
I just morphed with the escalator. That's how morphing works, ladies and gentlemen. I won't
Does that
think
make you a
anymore.
Power Ranger? 'Cause
Yes. Because only Power Rangers morph, not Dragon Ball Z peeps. I think I'll run away. All I could do was stare upward intensely as the escalator carried me. And then when each of us entered Monokuma Rock... Oh!
Just here's the end of the game, guys. It was just they were food for statues.
God,
It's the same damn elevator.
Wait a second, it went from an escalator to an elevator?
It's the same elevator too.
Why did the thing shake?
No, it's the same elevator from the first game.
No, it's green instead of red on the bottom.
I thought the one on the first game was green as well.
No, there was red. It was definitely red.
They just repainted the floor, duh.
I see, this entire rock is an elevator.
Once again, Monokuma is doing what he pleases.
However,
If he's gone this far and made something like this, I don't think he's playing around.
Even so, we're going pretty deep. Right. Have you heard this unnerving chattering sound inside my head?
Going balls deep into this one.
My voice in my head sounded very deep for some reason, and nothing like my actual voice. So much so that I'm just going to ignore said voice and continue going on with what I was saying. I soon realized it was the sound of my teeth. All I could do was pursue? All I could do is go after my lips tightly so everyone else couldn't hear it. One day we'll get to the... Oh,
I didn't realize how small
it
Territory's
changed.
hallway his hallway.
His hallway?
How small his hat was.
You said his hat was tiny before.
I didn't realize it was that tiny. I thought it was a bit bigger than that one.
It's very tiny compared to the rest of his
I
head.
thought it was bigger diameter wise, not like height, but diameter.
There we were, listening to the unpleasant roars as the elevator plunged deeper and deeper into the earth.
Into the bowels of hell.
Some time passed before the elevator finally finished descending. Wait, so were we like under the water underground?
I have no idea.
Then the elevator door slowly opened. God.
Why is there an audience place?
Why is there an iPad on the front of the thing there? Like, that's no
It's
mistake.
modern
That is
tech.
a fucking iPad.
Modern tech. You gotta have the hottest shit to go through the cases.
But that's literally an iPad. Like, there's no difference between that
I like
and
how
an iPad.
all the icons are just white.
Like, fuck it, look.
I know it's not. I've seen an iPad before, Chris.
Actually, that's a first generation iPad.
And it's got all white icons with nothing on them.
Because we can't have copyright.
Okay, welcome! This is the class trial field. How do you like it? It's a special place to decide your fates.
Why, you...
What the hell is he thinking? Locking us up shifty...
Shifty?
In a shitty looking place like... Well, I was gonna say shifty-eyed. Locking us in a shitty looking place like this.
Don't fuck with me!
Are you fucking crazy? Don't mess with me, asshole! Complain all you like. I'm used to it by now.
Should be after the first game.
Come on, you're wasting your time and energy. Hurry up and take your seats where your names are written.
It looks like everyone knows, even if we try to resist, it won't change a thing. Just as Monokuma ordered, we walked towards the seats we had been assigned. From this point on, we need to find out who killed Byakuya. The ultimate affluent progeny. He was overly critical, arrogant, and condescending. But he also had a strong sense of responsibility. As we were panicking, he decided... He accepted his role as leader and tried his very best to keep us together.
No, don't move the bike.
I moved it slightly so that we could both be heard. A guy like him, because I don't like leaning over constantly, got murdered. The person who did it is one of us. It read out whoever died.
No way.
Shit, if it's really true. We need to find out by any means possible. Because that's our only option.
I read that as that's sour option. Sour only option.
There's no way for us to survive unless we sacrifice the killer. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun.
Da-da-da-da.
Okay.
Skills.
So, okay.
We don't have any skills.
We never talked to Monomi at all.
Is she the one that gives us skills?
Well, isn't that in the handbook?
I don't freaking know.
Not.
Check your pet. It probably.
Yeah, you can buy skills with hope for Edward's hurt.
Oh, then let's do that.
Okay, go.
What is downshift?
We have 19. Hang on. Let's see. A slightly increases influence gauge. Effective during class trial. Cannot be combined with envious influence. Extraordinary focus. You don't want this. What? A slightly increases the focus gauge. I might want this, so I'll look at that later. Slightly increases the time limit for each phase. I don't think we need that. Increases influence gauge recovery when answers are correct. Chosen correct. Effective when making choices or selecting a truth bullet.
Steadies your aim.
I want this.
Achievement get.
Downshift. Reduces your aiming speed. Effective during a non-stop debate and the improved Hangman's Gambit. So Hangman's Gambit is back?
Increases your aiming speed. You can't use both of them at the same time.
You can only use one or the
Trigger
other.
happy.
Hey, it's a reference to the old game.
Decreases delay between firing truth bullets.
You know what? That's actually very helpful. Just in case you miss one, you have to go all the way back.
Increases speed memorizing a station.
Yeah, I'll worry about this later. Melodia's voice sounds familiar.
Check your pet.
Oh yeah, did our pet shit itself?
Twice.
Alright, so, truth bullets. Alright. Let's look over the evidence. Alright, so, Monoguma file. This is just detailing Byakuya's murder. He died around 11:30, and he was stabbed a bunch of times with a very... Was it by a thin thing? Was that... Oh,
that
no,
was part of... That was
told by someone else.
That was Mikan's thingy-a-bob.
Yeah, that was her
autopsy report.
So, yeah, his body was underneath the table. He died at 11:30. He was stabbed over 10 times. And then there was no other there was no external injuries. And nothing internal caused by a contaminant. And the body was under the table face down as if he were reaching for something. Okay. The knife was found, so it's a bloodstained knife, and there was glowing paint-like substance, and it seems that the blood was put on after the paint. So he got stabbed with it after it was attached under the table. The blood stain. The pool of blood formed on the table. A lot of blood splattered on the table. There was no sign that the body was dragged through the blood stain. And also, so yeah, it was just so he died under there, allegedly. Stabs in the floorboards with the schlumph noise. That Mikan fell, and Gundam dropped one of his earrings through there. AC.
Did he ever get that back?
Nope. So the AC timer in the dining hall was set to 11:30, and the AC timer in the office was also set to 11:30. So the night vision goggles. So they were found under the table where the body was discovered, and it came from the supermarket. There's that picture. During the blackout, Mikan tripped and fell. By the time she came Yeah, she ended up in a compromising position.
Yep.
Compromising. That's what I would say.
There's stuff coming out of the wine bottle that's going to land on that salad.
Yeah, the salad.
Yep.
Can't get that pretty wet now, can we? The Durlaman case. So this was what case Byakuya had with him. It had a bunch of security stuff in that he didn't want anyone else to know. And the key to the other case. And the key to the other case as well, with all the
deadly weapons of mass destruction.
Dead dangerous weapons.
Dead dangerous weapons!
It's just little green. Because Dende. So Ibuki has the hearing.
Good hearing.
Yeah, Ibuki has good hearing. I was able to detail how.
Who said what when.
Yeah, who said what and when. So Mahiru spoke first, then Soda, then Best Girl, then Mahiru again, and then Little Bitch, then Byakuya, then Druggy, then Southern Girl, then Teru, and then Sonia, Soda, and then that's it.
I thought when you said Little Bitch, I thought you said Little Gangster, and I was like, he wasn't even there! How did he say something?
He wasn't there the whole time. 3
irons.
So I think this was probably used
They were
to
turned
surge.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, they were all turned on.
Well, that plus the air conditioning was probably used to surge. Because they all went off at 11:30. Teru's account storage room had a bloody tablecloth.
Yep, and that was in the hamper.
Yeah.
In the storage closet.
Yes. Teru was in the kitchen.
Yeah, the gas stove was powered by electricity. That's why Teru couldn't use it during the blackout. Okay.
Party dishes.
So Teru poured his heart and soul into cooking various party dishes. However,
Akane and Peko were the only ones who ate them.
And Byakuya too, right?
Yeah, Byakuya ate some.
But I guess that's not...
That doesn't count because he's dead.
Well, it doesn't matter because he's dead.
Well, they said there was no poisoning in it.
Yep, there was no chemicals.
However, Peko did have bathroom issues after eating that food.
She did.
Like, serious bathroom issues.
Yeah.
Like, she ran out of the room issues.
I don't want to be thinking about that right now, Joe. If a fire breaks out, the fire door in the hallway of the old building can be kept shut to keep the fire from spreading.
Why is that something we need?
Wait, where was the fire door?
That's in between where the kitchen door is and the door to the dining room.
The storage.
Well, why would that
be? No,
be?
storage.
No, the storage is around the corner. The kitchen door is right next to it. Yeah, the white doors.
Whoops.
So next to the kitchen door and before the dining room doors.
If a fire breaks out.
Why would the kitchen... Why is this an important bullet?
Because, well, if a fire breaks out...
But there was no fire.
Yeah, there was no fire. So the doors were not shut.
Would have been open.
Okay. Good to know.
Why would...
So that means... So that could put either Teru or Nagito on the scene. Because Nagito...
Nagito was in the room!
Was he? Well... Then how did he find... Oh, because we were investigating. Okay.
When we were investigating, he found those. Remember, he looked in the storage room for Byakuya.
Right. Kitchen equipment list. Okay. So then I found...
Byakuya said there's an iron plate... Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
he
all
confiscated
the dangerous
everything.
And there's apparently an iron plate...
Should I close the window? I want to see what's going on. Hold on. So yeah, that was great. Right outside the window, someone just yelled, "Shut the fuck up and fuck you."
And blew an air horn.
Yep. Because why not? So I thought Byakuya said something was missing from the list, but they said Teru said it wasn't there.
Yeah, it wasn't there to begin with.
I don't remember what it was though.
Nope. So Chiaki was outside the whole time.
And Fuyuhiko came to the building and then left.
Yeah, he apparently came to the building and she saw him there.
And then he left.
Yet Fuyuhiko denies ever leaving his house.
He was too busy doing other things, he said. No, he said he went for a walk, but he said he didn't actually approach the building.
So and then Byakuya got this murder threat.
And then Soda saying how he went straight to the office after the blackout to search, and Peko wasn't there.
Yeah, Peko wasn't there. He didn't see anyone. Nikon's autopsy report. So this is where she said there were puncture wounds.
Thin, roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
Yep, a very thin weapon. So it could not have been the knife that did it.
No, it was not the knife.
So that's probably planted evidence. Or, well, yeah. planted evidence. And Nekomaru has been trying to use the bathroom since before
but
the
somebody
party.
was using it the whole freaking time. Somebody was cleaning blood
But he
off
was
their
able
hands.
to enter the bathroom after.
Somebody was probably cleaning blood off of them.
But then how is it after Byakuya's death, then they were able to... Then he was able to enter the bathroom.
It might have been Peko beforehand.
Maybe, but... I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, I mean, you think about it. This person had blood to put on a knife. They had to, like, get blood off them, probably.
Oh.
If there was a nice puddle,
It was.
it probably got on the murder and they had to clean it off as well. Probably. But
But where would the murder
out.
weapon even be?
I don't know what the murder weapon would be.
Well, anyway, that's it for this episode. No.
We're only halfway through this episode. We're gonna go all the way through the trial.
Halfway.
We're less than halfway. Don't worry about it.
Alright, we're going right into the trial, ladies and gentlemen. It's all or nothing.
Let's do this.
Let's begin the trial.
All rise. The Honorable Judge Monokuma is fucking
With
presiding.
a simple explanation of the class trial.
Fuck you.
During the class
Wait,
trial,
wait.
you will present
Monami.
your arguments for who the killer is.
Why are you
and
tied up?
for who done it.
Monami, are you just being okay with this?
If you
She's
vote
tied up.
correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Such a cruel rule.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the blackened is lurking among you.
I mean, there's security cameras
Such a
everywhere.
sad state of affairs, isn't it? By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry. I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
You hate me that much?
Yeah, that's rude.
Now, let's begin.
That's rude.
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
Talk.
No complaining. Let's just settle this with our fists.
That's not how that works.
Okay, Yang, let's go with that.
Were you even listening to the rules? Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall? Huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
I mean, logically, yeah.
Yeah. What you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
That's not a
What
point.
does that mean?
I mean, he has a point, but
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds?
knowing these games and games like this, then there's going to be some way to try to pin him to the crime since he wasn't there to begin with. But hey, logically,
That's just a theory.
not what I was going for. Not what I was going for.
Matt just invaded your videos.
Sure, but I mean, it's logical for them to assume that it was at
The most
Same.
pressing issue on our minds? Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath the table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
Considering how fat he is, it would be difficult to get him under a table.
The reason his body was discovered under the table, we could start that, but ultimately we need to figure out who murdered him. If I can't do that, or none of us, no. Thinking about if is a waste of time. We have to do this no matter what.
So, the class trial has finally started.
Actually, no.
Whose voice was that supposed to be?
So, hey, the class trial has finally started. From this point on, I will provide simple tutorials at the end of any important moment. I'm sorry, but please excuse my irritating rudeness.
It's like it knew you were doing a May impression.
It knew that I was doing a terrible May impression.
As things progress during the class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, you will talk to people without any breaks, so you gotta use truth bullets to shoot the words into the words.
Yep.
And then you gotta pick the right one.
Basically the same as last game.
Yep, if you ever saw the last game, you'll know this.
Good luck and have fun.
Alright, let's see what our truth bullets are.
Well, let's see how fucking...
Knife, bloodstain,
Oh, I like
gaps.
how it's black.
Knife, bloodstain, gaps.
So you're talking about...
Let's look at the bloodstain.
I think they're gonna bring up the knife.
No, we should bring up the bloodstain probably, because that's how we got onto the table.
Well, how?
In a place like that.
Well, we'll see.
Well, bloodstain on the table makes sense, 'cause it means you can't be able to move.
Underneath the table, at the very back of the dining hall.
Because he couldn't have been moved.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Shoot that.
Oh god, that was fast.
That one was really easy.
That was
It's the
fast.
first one, they gotta make it easy.
No, I don't think the killer moved the body. Huh? Why? Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table.
Yeah, that sounds more like the voice. Instead of just drugs!
It's not the voice actor, it's not Valley Boy enough.
You're not wrong.
Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
Yeah, you get our point, because it makes sense.
And here I thought I had a genius idea.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
Jesus, little bitch!
So, after doing a bit of digging, I'm pretty sure that's Kira Buckland voicing Hiyoko.
I'm not gonna deny that, because I don't know. It might be. It's a good chance, actually.
Because it's Rena. You ever see Brawl Taunts?
Nope.
Fuck you. You need to watch Brawl Taunts.
Says the guy who hasn't watched half of the shit I told you need to watch.
Yeah, whatever. But no, that's Kira
Now we're
Buckland.
even, I guess.
That's Kira I think that's Kira Buckland voicing her. And if that's true, then that's very fucking conflicting because I hate her character.
But I love the voice actress.
But I love the voice actress.
Too bad.
I respond better to praise, you know.
Like a dog.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
No way! The statement was just so stupid!
How do you think he got there? Well, maybe he died there. No shit.
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown. And that's when he was killed.
Maybe he was trying to find something with his...
Maybe he put the knife there?
Maybe he had the goggles and was trying to look for something under the table.
Maybe he put the knife there, because that had glow-in-the-dark paint, remember?
Yeah, but that
Night vision goggles would find that.
Yeah, but it was stuck under there before he found it. So obvious, unless he knew,
unless he saw that and went for it.
But the thing is, the note contradicts that because he said that someone was gonna get murdered, and so therefore he didn't know the knife was there. Otherwise, he would have taken the knife.
Well, suppose he saw it when he put the night vision goggles on and went for it, seeing it was a glow in the dark.
Yeah, so then he didn't put it there. He would have found it.
I was processing my statement.
Shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
Really?
No.
Since when?
He was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
I agree with Soda on that.
Yeah, I agree with Soda too. How could you not pick up that he was arrogant?
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
Yeah, like a fat ass like him is gonna fit down under the table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean he dive under the table.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
The reason he dove under the table, if it's connected to Byakuya, what he was doing during the party.
Ooh, this is gonna be,
night vision goggles?
No. That's not why he went under the table.
Oh, why?
Probably the knife.
Probably the knife.
I could prove it with this.
Yeah.
It probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, I am the murder weapon!
Yes.
Because it's not the murder
weapon. The knife was hidden there.
I mean, it screams it, doesn't mean it is it.
So in order to get it, he moved under the table.
Planting evidence.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility.
Hey, Gundam! You might want to speak up a bit!
You bitch!
But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
Night vision goggles.
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout,
Yes, that's
right?
what I said.
Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment. Like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No, that's not possible.
Not British at all.
You seem rather confident about that.
Yeah, she was never really British, but you just gave her the voice.
I have proof to back me up.
This is almost like a real trial.
No, it's not!
Actually, Peko sounds more like Kyoko, if anything.
She does.
She would have a Kyoko-ish voice.
I can't do a Kyoko-ish voice.
It's just deadpan, but like slightly high pitched.
So like this?
Yeah, basically like that.
I could do this.
Yeah, that's her voice
This would
now.
be way easier than the British
Now
ones I've
it
been
sounds-
changing every session.
Now it just sounds mellow.
Now she's also on drugs.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh god. The saga continues on who we can make more drugged up.
Or you wanna this kid be diva or soldier?
During the previous statement, there was only one weak spot. But from this point, there will be various weak spots standing in your way. No matter how many weak spots there will be only one lie or contradiction in the debate at the time. That means there will be false and weak spots. If you shoot a false weak spot with a truth bullet, then you will do bad things. And if you go Akateki, you will go fuck yourself.
Yeah, just don't hit the wrong words.
The skid keep.
Good luck with simple geometry.
Well, we know the answer to this one is probably the freaking night vision goggles.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the
I
table.
love how they have a start to finish thing over
during
here.
the blackout.
Yeah.
That sounds correct.
No.
That is correct.
If that's the case, during the blackout, Mr. Hamhands must have seen the killer take the knife.
From where?
But it was super pitch black.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
her future was super
It was
pitch
so
black.
dark I couldn't see my food.
Well, here we go. Let me.
Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
Jesus! Wow.
You guessed that correctly.
That's a very fast, like.
It's not as good as the machine gun in the next game.
Byakuya was probably the only one who was able
It's
to
not
see in
just
the dark.
that. It's like in the first game, it was very slow too, but it was probably because of my computer making it even slower.
Here we go.
Seeing it as snappy as it is,
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
it threw me off.
He was using those night vision goggles.
She's already
he found
said it.
back.
Well, I guess you gotta practice.
See
Gotta
what was
practice her
happening.
voice. This is just me for the rest of the video.
Yep,
Are you saying
it's all
Byakuya
mellow
was the one
now.
who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus.
Whoa, what?
Okay, why are you challenging
Someone's
me?
countering me.
Why
What?
are you challenging me?
No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
What?
Other way around?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
That doesn't make
Wait a
any
second.
sense.
Wait a second. I could see her point though, because it was there next to the murder weapon,
Yeah,
and he
but,
might have left it there to leave.
but
it.
why leave the night vision goggles if they?
If it's
How did they bring them into the room? No. Yes, I was.
Were you surprised by Mahiru's sudden argument? Just between you and
Genji
me,
now?
I was also surprised.
Yeah, it's weird how Genji's and Hanzo's voices
Are the same?
No, they're not actually. They're very different.
do them, they are.
Because Hanzo sounds more like this, and yet Genji sounds a little more like this. That's actually kind of Mexican.
You know, Genji, the Mexican Japanese man.
Yeah, the Mexican Japanese cyborg ninja.
Just kidding. Sorry. Now then, when this kind of argument surfaces, you will go into a one-on-one debate called Rebuttal Showdown. Rebuttal Showdown.
It is called rebuttal. I was
Oh, hey, seeing as Genji. Oh, I don't know the mode. Oh,
You have to counter another person's claim and draw out their weak spots and argue against them.
please. That's Widowmaker's next. Widowmaker's next then. Please counter another person's remarks with the WASD keys.
Oh.
Based on the shape of their remarks, it's important to know where they cut diagonally, sideways, or diagonal. Diagonal, sideways, or diagonal. What kind of... We're weird. And based on that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. On one hand, you ignore their other verse. So if you screw up, then it's there again.
Yes. Oh, this is a weird one because it actually shows like a bar, if I remember correctly.
No, I think
I saw Sarah playing it.
The number
Like
of times you can cut
randomly.
remarks during one round of debate. You will lose the sharpness even if you miss.
Yeah.
So be careful.
Keep going.
Argument changes as means the conversation will
Develop.
They will end up divulging some weak spots. However, you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak spots. Instead, it will skew the mood towards the other party's advantage. Plus, it's going to be very big. Just like the regular debate, please refute any weak spots. Okay. Of course, you do not have the correct truth blade, so you will not be able to cut an opponent's remark. What's a truth blade? Oh, I'm terribly sorry. There appears to be a delay in contacting you. I'll make sure the person in charge of contacting you takes a very long vacation. This is no longer Genji. In this mode, the truth bullets will be called truth blades. Okay, that's about it. There won't be any other changes. Only the name was changed, but don't you think the change in feeling is important?
So this one has like a line down the middle, if I remember correctly.
I know how it works. I've seen it. Press the escape key, then you can...
Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Let's go.
Alright, so now we're gonna slice things.
Yeah,
like
the line will move over and back and forth. Yeah.
Look at these blades. So, I think...
The Durham
I'm gonna
case.
just have the case here, because I don't
If
know.
you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Oh, I'm supposed to cut the words.
Yeah.
So let me hear her say what she wants to say, and then find a point I can argue.
If you
with
just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Oh,
If
do
you
I have...
just use common... The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Okay, now I'll get
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Yeah, where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they couldn't kill Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, that's what happened. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Wait! The killer what?
Brought them to the crime scene. You should have put that in.
Yeah, wait, hang on. The killer brought them to the crime scene?
That's when you should. That's when
If
you should
just
have.
use common sense.
Cut again.
The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Oh, God. Wait, duel? What? Wait, what? Oh my God,
If you
what?
just use common sense,
Cut.
the killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
I'm back to the beginning of this.
Yes, you are. But you have to use Durham case on
Where's
the
your
person
proof that the
brought
killer
them to the
used
crime scene.
Okay.
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in reality. That's what. So those goggles were
Hold
planned
on.
in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
There we go.
There you go. You did it.
Jesus, that's weird. That's a weird game mode.
Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
Definitely. But why?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, he found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
Woohoo! I said assume. Ibuki never uses such clever language.
Because assume is clever language.
Just let her have her moment.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case.
Yeah, because he had the key.
Since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
That also makes sense as to why he said this is when he saw the knife.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It wouldn't be weird, but we have evidence against that.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
Ew, you totally mean that in a perverted way.
Says you. The knife was brought to the...
No.
No, it wasn't.
No.
Because we have evidence against that.
Duct tape.
Yeah. Tonight's main dish? Really?
There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape? They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Mm-hmm. Didn't you check the murder weapon?
Even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid? Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside.
We have
the
evidence
case
for that too. The note.
That's true. He went above and beyond being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew someone was planning to commit a murder.
Probably. You were there!
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
No, that's with Yasuhiro.
Stop trying to be Rose, okay?
That's Yasuhiro. He has the all-seeing eye.
No, it makes sense because Rose... well, you never saw Homestuck. Fucking, she can see through things with her crystal ball because she's like the seer of light or something like that.
You think so too, right, Hajime?
I'm sure Rob's gonna correct me in saying something stupid about Homestuck.
This one you gotta go to the threat.
Wait,
the threat. You're looking for the threat.
Right,
the threat thing.
The murder.
No, it's obviously Salad Eagle spread.
Oh, where is it? Embarrassing pose. Yeah, I know. We should just present this as this is the reason why Byakuya knew.
Even though it happened after he was murdered.
Shh, don't worry
about it. There it is.
Don't worry about it. It happened right after he was murdered. It's fine.
I can prove it with this.
It's fine.
I just picture him going, I can prove it with this, while like sitting there in the sun. He's like, don't you agree, Hajime? I can prove it with this.
Wait a second. Didn't he say that in the demo? Or am I wrong?
I don't know.
Yep. Be careful. All said.
The hell is this? Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage. It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Now I think you did, because you're stupid.
Wasn't me!
Can't argue with that.
Are you sure?
Can't argue with that. He just said it wasn't him. That's all you need. He
wouldn't interfere.
That's all you need.
It's one of his rules.
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
Those are still lies!
That's what I was gonna say.
Doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
Wait, it doesn't matter who wrote it yet? Well, I guess.
Not yet. You can find that out later.
Well, we have to piece it together, figure out what the importance of the letter is before we figure out
who wrote it.
Yeah.
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter.
I almost thought that Byakuya just phased, or Nagito just phased into existence in a split second.
By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other.
Buki's having the grand time of her life right now.
In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act. But the letter might have been just a little prank.
Really? In a case like that must have been given to him after the whole
motive.
Speech. Yeah, the whole motive, the speech for the motive. So I doubt that it was just a little prank.
As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk.
And look what happened.
His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
That would make it too obvious, though, that everyone would be paranoid.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone? I see. A strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well, obviously, the killer.
That's not necessarily...
That could be, but I mean that's what I'm
That could
thinking.
have been anybody writing that though.
But I'm thinking that's true. I'm thinking they
So
kind
have
of did
everybody
write
write a freaking letter to someone. Whoever's handwriting matches is the killer.
it. But I don't think we even have like those kind of resources. Plus, we have a bunch of other evidence anyway.
You mean Monokuma can't give me a pen and paper to have people write fucking
No,
stuff
because it would
down?
be boring to him. Killer.
No shit. That's who we're looking for.
Oh, it's purposely doing the pan around. It wouldn't let me proceed. Is it really one of us? Ibuki's still having the time of her life.
Little bitch is over there smiling and laughing into her
She's
hand.
sneering as she does.
It's not her voice at all.
Nope.
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If only it were that easy, Area.
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
Still can't believe it, though. Someone in this room killed Byakuya. There's no way I can't believe it.
I love the backs of people just being all black.
Don't worry, it's Ruby physics. It's fine.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
Did you do it? Please tell me you did it.
Pardon me, can I say something? I committed the murder.
What is it, Miss Sonia?
Yeah, and then
God damn it, Soda.
Soda would immediately come to defend her.
I regret that I must
what
return
way?
to this topic, but I just realized that the concealing the night vision-
Every way!
If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
That's a good
That
question.
is a good question.
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles.
Unless they maybe fell around the room?
But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Yeah, that's also true.
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
Glow in the
Not
dark.
with the paint.
Glow in the dark paint.
Yep. That's what you just said. That's what
Killer definitely used the mark, and that's how he knew.
It was the glowing paint.
It was the party dish.
It was
Byakuya.
Byakuya was the mark on the
Oh,
knife.
I almost want to press that to get funny dialogue.
I see.
I almost wanted to press that.
What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance?
But painting them with glowing
She always
paint?
says smart things.
It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
What, Mikan? Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, because she seems more like a book nerd than a social nerd. Like a street smart nerd.
Yeah. So, you gonna keep going?
Why did you move my elbow?
Because I wanted to do this and I didn't want to, like, breathe onto your elbow constantly.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark.
God, that doesn't sound good in the mic. God, that sounds awful
Move
in
your
the
elbow.
mic.
Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
That doesn't answer the question of who the killer is.
No, but we need to piece together everything before we can figure out.
I know that.
seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker.
That is not true. Because apparently nobody was there.
I mean...
Well, also,
I mean-
we already established nobody could reach the circuit breaker except Monokuma.
But that means Monokuma's the killer?
No.
Exactly.
But
It was you, Peko Pekoyama.
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers? Not the killer. Oh, I guess she's not.
you just believe, I
God.
guess she's not.
Well, that's it. That's all you need.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Pecco's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Pecco's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
Okay then, Mr. Nice Guy. How? Explain how
Yes.
she could have done that.
With your dragon teeth.
By tripping the breaker directly from the office, Pekka was the one who caused the blackout.
No.
Is that really what happened?
She physically could not.
After all this debate,
blue-colored weak spots will... Oh, this is... Oh, I know this part.
Of course, you picked to read her voice for the blue-colored thing.
It was perfectly timed. If we call the weak spots you've seen up till now argument spots, the blue-colored weak spots will be called agree spots. When shooting agree spots with truth bullets, you'll need to flip your way of thinking. Instead of arguing that one other person's testimony contains lies and mistakes, please fire the truth bullets to prove the other testimony is correct. When your truth bullet merges with their weakness, it will become a logically sound agreement. Isn't it a little hot in here?
Because of ass.
Because of my sexy ass.
You just lost the French.
No, that's something what Widowmaker would say. She would totally acknowledge her sexiness.
But she would say it with a southern accent of my sexy ass.
My sexy ass.
She just drops the French accent.
From now on, you must interfere in fair, whether it's best to argue or agree based on what is being debated. You press escape, you can be like, good luck, and good luck dying.
25 shots, 0 kills.
Basically.
So we need,
Wait, let me think about this. We would need, since they're talking about...
I'd say we would
I
want...
think Nekomaru's account.
Why Nekomaru?
Since Pekka was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be...
That's impossible.
You're blue now! That's my attack!
Uh-huh. Why is it impossible?
For many
Because
reasons.
I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
Yeah, why would...
I agree with that.
Oh, consent! Consent! She gave you consent!
Yeah, she did.
No, I think Pekka was telling the truth.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Pekka.
Why do you have to be crushing on someone to agree with them?
Don't worry, it's consent.
Is actually Pekka's alibi.
Yeah, she was in the bathroom.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started, and it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Pekka was in the dining hall after the party started.
Not Fuyuhiko, not Chiaki, and not Teru.
Yeah, Chiaki was outside though. Not in the bathroom.
They were not in the dining hall though.
He means in the building.
Oh, after the party started?
Anybody else
Yeah.
would have locked themselves in the bathroom except Pekka.
I guess that would be...
Why are you doubting your alibi?
No, she's not doubting it. She's just embarrassed because now it comes out that she was in the bathroom the whole time, Joe.
Girls really do fart.
I think it's more pooping than farting.
So girls really poop.
Yeah.
Confirmed by horrifying games of murder.
Yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier.
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you are so insensitive.
Says
It's
you.
soda.
Yeah.
And you're so insensitive as well.
Yeah, you're kind of sexist too, so...
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit.
It's shit.
Not she was shitting, it's shit.
Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
I like Nekomaru's
Best.
blunt honesty about shits.
Hey,
Best guy.
Were you guys taught any basic manners, or were you raised in a locker room?
I
Yes,
mean,
he was raised in a locker room.
I mean, yeah, she wouldn't admit it, but
Nekomaru is raised in a locker room, I probably
I feel like
could
there
guess.
are better ways to admit you were taking a shit without saying you were taking a shit.
You could have just been like, I had
had
stomach problems.
Yeah, just say I was in the bathroom for a long time. Like, that's not terrible to say, whether you're a man or a woman.
I'm sorry.
She could have been doing makeup for like an hour.
I mean, yeah, but...
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Nope, I could talk about this all day.
Girls shitting? It's just, you could talk about girls shitting all day.
All day.
All day, every day?
Yes.
The smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
Oh my god.
Why?
I said said it's fine.
Now she's getting all blushy blush.
Her skin has color.
Wow.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach.
So it was
Because
bad
of that,
food.
I was unable to leave the bathroom.
Oh.
Including when the blackout occurred.
So was she shitting in the dark?
She was shitting in the dark, Joe.
Last Friday night, we were eating lots of food and then shitting in the dark.
How did it feel to...
Oh my god!
Did you get excited?
You
really?
His eyes fully opened for that sentence.
Oh no, he everything is his fetish. Everything.
He is the ultimate fetish.
He's the ultimate fetish?
Fetisher.
Fetishist! Joe!
Our roommates can hear this. They just hear you screaming fetishist outside the door.
Fetisher. Okay.
Seriously, stop it.
Seriously, stop.
But still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
I think it was.
Yes.
I think it was. Because
you weren't even there, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, not only that, but there's no real other evidence that we have to support that.
We have...
Or to not support.
The only people who ate the food were Peko
and Akane.
And
Hey, what's the deal?
Byakuya.
Don't butt into other
No,
people's
Akane.
business, especially
Oh, yeah, and
if
Don't
you didn't do
butt
what
into
you
other
used to do.
people's business? Really? Puns?
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Why all the butt puns?
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
Because we were just talking about.
Does he not know the definition of coincidence?
I think he does. I think he's just trying to ask us why we think it's a coincidence.
I don't. That's my answer to you.
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Yeah, no, this is where we can have contradicting evidence because then Akane would have also had to have taken a shit.
Laxatives?
Oh, do you want to you want to explain what laxatives are, Mikan? I'm sure we're all ears to hear how.
I mean, she already
laxatives
explained how.
Killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
No.
Nope.
I see. That might have happened.
I mean,
No.
we have evidence again.
You are really easy to believe shit.
You are really easy to believe shit.
You're the murderer. No, I'm not. Okay.
There's a word for that, Joe. It's called gullible. Yeah, it's what.
No,
it's not a coincidence.
No. So you know what you have to pick here, right?
I think isn't it Akane's account?
Embarrassing pose.
Yes.
No, it's the party
Did
dishes.
you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird. Now that you mention it, you brought food to the office, right?
Didn't she?
Just a little bit from the dining
Yeah,
room.
okay. From the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Nope.
No, that's wrong.
What's wrong? Because again, Akane or even Byakuya would have had to take a shit as well.
It's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall. Because Peko wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
Some of it? She ate like a fuck ton of it.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
Either that or Akane just has an iron gullet.
I apologize for causing a scene.
No, because then Byakuya might have defecated himself when he was
I mean,
while he was dead because there's no muscle contraction.
Yeah, no, he would have done it anyway. Or it could have been like South Park style, where you're just like actually like forcibly shitting as soon as you die.
It's not forceful.
Like in Walmart. What?
It's not a forceful thing. Your muscles would just all relax.
Well, I know that, but no, in
It's
South
not
Park.
forceful.
No, in South Park, in the fucking Walmart episode, whenever they die, they forcibly shit whenever they die.
Oh yeah, I remember that now. I wasn't remembering that correctly.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Hiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
So I'm gonna say we've been gone on for an hour.
Nobody needs to apologize.
We've been going on for an hour and
he was making a logical assumption at the time.
At least 15 minutes have been talking about shitting girls.
What did you say,
See,
bitch?
out of context, that could be shitting out girls. What did you do? I shit girls.
No! That would be weird! And nothing has ever happened weird in this episode so far.
Are you shitting me? His fucking Territo's face was weird.
Nothing weird whatsoever.
Let's just dismiss Pecco's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout.
Agreed.
Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank.
Don't you call her a trashy skank, little bitch?
Trashy skank?
Damn it, now I have to take my clothes off again!
Again? She hasn't done that yet.
Again. She's done it in the past. As long as the murder weapon happened. Never mind. So we need to make it clear how that blackout occurred. AC timer.
You need to put your mouse on the thing.
AC timer.
On the desk.
AC timer. AC timer. What? Oh, irons. That works too.
What is it?
Jeremy
Jeremy
irons in the storage room.
If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Good luck with
Did
that.
they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the breaker.
No.
That would
It does
make
not
sense.
have to be the breaker.
That would make sense.
They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Oh. Right, no. Power supply transmitters. It's the one after that.
How do you know what they're gonna say after that?
Did they throw a...
Maybe they used a remote...
They probably... It does not have to be...
God damn it, they don't even have the fucking chipmunk
Maybe they
tune.
caused a power surge.
That's the one. It's like chipmunk tune.
She gave you consent. Mahiro gave you consent.
Mahiro gave me all of her consent.
It's just as Mahiru said. The blackout was caused by a power surge.
Did they say Mahiru?
Yeah. Because technically in Japan, that's how you pronounce it, because all syllables
Just
are...
cover your face with a blanket. That's the greatest way to record.
Because all syllables are counted as one thing. There's no emphasis on each specific syllable in Japan language.
So, if you heard all that, then you're a smart cookie.
Of course, that's not a coincidence.
Because, hearing makes you a smart cookie.
Exactly. That's how you make them feel smarter.
Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout. When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah.
She sounds like
Seems
Velma.
that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Fuck.
Doesn't she?
A little bit.
Stupid fool!
Why are you contesting this? You of all people!
Hold on a second, let me speak too!
It's like the fucking Edgeworth thing in Phoenix Wright. It's like, I object because that was objectionable.
But why you of all people? Exactly!
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable!
Why is that inexcusable?
Well, maybe we'll figure it out.
AC timer. It's gonna be the AC timer.
The irons in the storage room caused the blackout, and for the killer to turn the irons on. You're saying they went all the way to the storage room? And that means everyone who was in the dining when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
Nope.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
Oh yeah, timer.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. If the irons caused the blackout...
Allow me to cut through those words.
Goddamn game.
Yeah, you Fire Emblem character.
The irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger. The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
Air conditioners!
Yes.
Maybe that would explain why the shit wasn't spreading.
Beeping.
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham-Hams died around that time too.
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see. I understand. Indubitably.
Indubitably.
What? Then what?
Indubitably?
They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance
and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible.
Why
to cause
that
a blackout.
pose?
Indubitably.
Why is everybody using indubitably?
Because indubitably.
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma about it.
Yucky, maybe you want to raise your voice up a little bit.
No.
Is she right? Such a hateful bear. You deserve to die 1,000 deaths.
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Yeah, that's the point.
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet!
Yeah, you two are not part of the
Prevented
trial.
blackout even if I was in the office. Even so, I feel regret.
Because we embarrassed the shit out of you earlier. Literally.
Yeah, literally.
If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time. And maybe...
No.
Oops.
The breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach. Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Unless you had a way to step up and... Well, okay, so then Monokuma was...
Stretching.
Yeah, right, he stretched.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Jesus, you passive-aggressive little asshole.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
New ship. New ship. Baby gangster and little bitch. New ship.
They could be the bitch-ass gangsters. The little bitch-ass gangsters.
The little bitch-ass gangsters.
L-B-A-G.
L-bag?
The L-bags.
Jesus Christ.
They're the L-bags.
They're the L-bags now.
It's alright. You don't have to worry.
L-bags are here.
They're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
There's the drugginess kicking in. What?
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all.
What do you mean by you all?
Hope always wins. That's what I believe.
That's why you'll die early.
Nagito? What happened to you?
He must have actually had some drugs this time.
This is where it all culminates.
This is the proving point of my voice.
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Huh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident.
That's an important detail that you kept doing.
For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right?
Well, the only two people who had been in the building beforehand, before the party, would have
Anybody could
right?
have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building. What a shame. Any one of us is capable
That's
of
not
that.
true.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress.
That's not true.
This is true.
No, we've made progress.
We've
just
made
not
progress.
on all fronts.
No, we've made progress in... We haven't made any groundwork in the true argument of the matter.
Yes, we have.
Even though we have been arguing for so long?
This has not been that long.
Unfortunately, it's the truth.
It's not wrong.
Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killer.
Well, we just haven't discussed that clue yet.
But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're
You
dumb.
changing your story again?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
What?
How many drugs did you take,
Are you
Nagito?
suggesting that
We just
everyone
everybody?
dies?
Yes.
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Yes, he is.
There's definitely something wrong with you.
How many drugs did he take? Did he take the whole
You guys only
stash?
think there's something wrong with suspecting
Not
each
even
other
letting
like
me finish that
this?
sentence.
There's no way.
Did he take
that's
Did he
how
find a
people
legitimate stash in that building and just
Yes.
take all of it before the trial?
Sure.
And it's just
I'm
now
not letting him
kicking in.
finish that line. It's like, oh, there's nothing wrong with me. There's something wrong with you. That's the cliche of crazies if I've ever seen.
There's no way that's healthy behavior. Really?
Mm-hmm. Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is.
Yeah, we do.
I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
So you'd rather get everyone killed instead of killing one person? The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, Nagito, if you've never known.
No, obviously the needs of the few outweigh the needs of the many to him.
I don't want to do this either.
Me too. Please, take me home already.
By death is not home.
I want to go home and eat candy.
Okay, I agree with this kind of torture, though.
We are home and we can eat candy,
also,
Chris.
How much? No, with her fucking... What? It looks like
What is
spaghetti's
wrong with
coming
her
out of her
hair?
nose.
What's wrong with her hair? How does her hair do that?
Well, her hair is sad, obviously, but no, it looks like spaghetti's coming out of her nose.
It might be. You don't know what she ate. It's a party. She could just slurp some noodles up her nose.
I'm gonna...
Everyone calm down. We're all friends, aren't we?
Why are
There's
you
no
being
way
ass?
one friend would murder another.
Oh, he's gonna try to put Fuyuhiko on the spot, isn't he? Because we remember when Fuyuhiko said he didn't care about any of these people?
Yep.
He's gonna put him on the spot.
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already. There are no
You're supposed to be
clues that lead to the killer
He's
anyway.
the ultimate lucky student, Joe.
Yeah.
No.
So is he thinking this is gonna be lucky and he won't die somehow? Hey, Chihiro. Just not Chihiro.
Wow.
Chiagi's right, I think, in this case.
This is totally not Chihiro.
It's not.
It's totally not Chihiro.
It's not.
Totally not Chihiro.
Did you say something?
Oh, you ass.
Guys, we've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
You know who the killer is?
Speak up, Gundam!
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person. I think.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
Nagito, you need to stop popping in and out of existence whenever the
You need to
camera
stop
changes.
taking all the drugs.
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Didn't we already cover that? They use glowing paint as a mark.
No, not that. I mean before that.
Before. You asked me how the killer got close to the... Yes! How did they get close to the table? Because the only person close to the table was Nagito.
Mm-hmm.
When they obtained the knife and trying to rely on the glow paint in order to do that, they needed to get close to the table while it was still dark.
Let's try examining the situation.
Yep.
Mahiru's diagram might be useful here.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right? Here it is.
If she had lost that, I would have been so pissed.
Yep, Nagito's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Just as I thought, this diagram is the clue. Who the killer is and how they were able to move the table in the dark is clearly shown in this diagram. Let's need to discuss how the killer was able to move to that table in the dark.
They weren't.
Do something to help them. Okay. Using
the lamp?
Yes. I was gonna say the bloodstain because it's also in the storage room.
Here!
With the lamp, it makes more sense actually. The
They
cords.
must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
Obviously not. You were there. You saw there was no light.
If there was a light
whatsoever.
on, it would have made it really easy.
Yeah, not only that, you could have seen the murder, and nobody would be complaining about it being so dark.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
He didn't turn it on, he used the cords.
Or she.
They.
The power cord.
I can prove it with this.
The weight of the desk lamp.
They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
Power cord?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table, then use the glowing paint to find the knife.
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
Yoink.
Who?
The only person who could have done that...
Byakuya.
Byakuya. Byakuya is the murderer of himself.
You're the only one!
You're the murderer!
It was you, wasn't it?
Me?
Yeah, bitch.
Judging
Don't try
from
to tell us to
everyone's
give up.
positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
That's just a coincidence.
But he was also next to the cord, the AC. He was the closest to the AC as well, so...
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table?
Cleaning.
During cleaning.
I see.
We're doing like everything right.
Weren't you cleaning the dining hall all
This is the first
morning?
one though, so...
If so,
it's just logic,
you
Joe.
had a chance to hide the knife. That's... If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously? That's all just a coincidence.
If it was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another...
And you trying to get everyone killed?
I wonder, is something like that even possible?
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
He did. And he was the lucky student, so he knew that.
So if he wanted it, he probably could have gotten it because being lucky.
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
It does prove that he's suspicious, at least. There's no decisive evidence that he killed him, but very, very high evidence.
Well, plus we don't think the knife's the murder weapon because it's a 5mm thing.
Well, yeah, the knife isn't the actual murder weapon.
But it could show he was trying to murder somebody.
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
Well, just admit it already!
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya.
He's not denying
Say
it
something.
or admitting it. Oh god, is he gonna go into super drug crazy town?
Shut up.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh god, the drugs are really kicking in now.
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death. How wonderful! How beautiful it is!
Dad, those eyes. At that moment, Nagito's eyes. The darkness in his eyes shone brightly, as if layers upon layers of darkness were folding into each other.
Jesus Christ!
As if hope and despair had been crudely mixed together.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along.
Now I don't think it was.
I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started. I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark. And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout. After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone.
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
He thinks the knife was the murder weapon. That's how we know he's not the murderer.
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And all saw how that played out. But with a twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery.
Except I know you're lying now, because the 5mm diameter...
Yakuya performed admirably.
Just stop it already! Seriously! What the hell happened to you?
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Lie? That's outrageous. There's no way someone like me could ever lie to you guys. I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless. I'm too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. Too disdainful to actually try at anything. I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighbors!
Why is that where her
mind
mind
person
went?
whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
Your eyes light up while watching a horror movie?
Mine do because I like horror movies, but that's beside the point. They don't light up, they're more like go wide with excitement.
Yes.
That's
Because
what light up
adrenaline-
means.
Adrenaline.
That's what light up means, Joe.
Adrenaline from the scares.
That's what light up means.
Adrenaline from the scares and hoping people make it out alive. It's great.
Ibuki, let's see that line again. The type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets.
Just that's where Jimmy's turtle went.
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
This guy, is he the real Nagito?
Hey, Nagito. If you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
He's probably gonna agree to everything.
Yep, I sure did. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at, right?
Painful? Doesn't
Not
look
that
bad.
But why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
Stop trying to look adorable, Hiyoko. I still hate you.
I think somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping to find someone who would stop my evil deeds. Well, I bet if that really was my reason, at least some of you would feel sorry for me.
Are you making fun of us?
By
Yes.
threatening Yakuya, Nagito was likely able to manipulate his actions. In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
That reminds me. Nagito was the one who suggested I guard the office.
But how would he have known about your stomach issues?
I don't think he knew, because that didn't occur to him at the time. Because I guess he didn't see her take the food?
He just thought it was a good idea. I guess, again, luck.
Oh, I get it. If Pekka was guarding the storage room, Nagito wouldn't have been able to use the irons.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The threatening letter, along with all your suggestions, it was all a trap to manipulate us.
Well, no, so I don't think he's telling the truth at all at this point.
Again, I think it's mostly crucially on the fact he thinks the knife is the murder weapon.
So
but everything
also
else
think
makes
about
sense.
it. His speech about wanting everyone to die instead of find the murderer. If he then fakely says he's the murderer and everyone then votes for him because they're convinced, then everybody dies.
Well, yeah, that's what he wants.
Exactly.
But the thing is, I don't even think that he's not said that he's committed the murder. He's only said that he's admitted to those things.
Well, no, remember?
He's admitted to
He said,
tampering with everything.
remember, he said, and then Byakuya and I got in a scuffle under the table, and you saw how that ended.
Well, that would explain how he ended up back in the storage room to put the cloth away. He probably got some blood on it and tried to wipe it off, then put it in the storage room. That makes sense. But I mean that, A, it's hinged on that one fact that he thinks the knife is the murder weapon, and B, that he's admitting to doing all this stuff, but he never actually murdered. That's what I'm thinking it's going to go for. He never actually murdered Byakuya, but he did tamper with everything else in the area.
That's true too. But you're wrong about one thing.
What?
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
Because he's a lucky student.
I see. Well, there's no way I'd expect you to remember it. A worthless talent for a worthless human.
Ultimate baby face!
Ultimate transporter! Ultimate unlucky student!
Ultimate baby face.
Yep.
You were the ultimate lucky student. Then, did you?
Yeah, he just let it up to luck.
I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
You just relied on your luck?
It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks. But I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know?
So is he actually a lucky student?
At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky. But it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty. Just like I wanted.
Enough. I don't care about that anymore. More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya? Answer me!
Byakuya was a very capable leader. For someone like him to get killed, the despair it brings. It's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as a stepping stone to shine even brighter.
Monami's just kind of gyrating in the background.
Yes, she is.
That was my only motivation.
You're not making any sense!
Fine, let's start the damn vote already. I'm ready to fucking kill this psycho.
Please, Monokuma! Please, wait!
Huh? The fuck?
How should I put this? Is Nagito really the killer?
Is he? Is he? Well, we're gonna wait for next time to figure
No!
it out. Yeah, we are.
No!
Yeah, we are.
No!
Mid-trial halt. See you guys next time
No!
for DanganRonpa 2.